So we're talking about the NBA on TNT crew giving their predictions for the start of the Dallas Mavericks versus OKC up in Oklahoma starting tonight, game 1. So Shaq says that OKC will make easy work of the Mavericks. Chuck comes in saying he doesn't expect it to be easy work. He's expecting 6 or 7 games. Jalen Williams is going to clown. And we have no answer for Chet Holmgren. Then you got the Jet, who uses rationale and says if there are 3 or 4 games within this series that are 5 points or less, the Mavs win the series. Kenny doesn't have a breakdown on why he chose what he chose that we wish to expound upon. But Ernie says he's choosing hashtag Luka Doncic to get game 1 up in OKC. Head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, Jason Kidd, just received his contract extension. And just a month ago, the figureheads on the local sports talk radio shows were saying Jason Kidd didn't know what he was doing versus the LA Clippers. People fail to realize this is the NBA playoffs 2024. All the teams that are in the playoffs, not the ones that had to go through the play-in tournament, but all the teams that are in the playoffs, the legitimate 2024 NBA playoffs, they're good teams. There was a time in the season the Los Angeles Clippers won 22 straight games. So it's not like they can't win in the NBA playoffs. And if they are able to win a game or 2, that's what they're supposed to do. This is the NBA playoffs 2024. They're supposed to win a game. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the coach should be fired. That's the funniest thing that we hear about all this sports talk figureheads. Nothing like DallasSportsTalkRadio.com. Subscribe, engage, like, connect with us on social media at DallasSportsTA2. There's not another show in the Metroplex saying what we're saying. Got to be a little bit more positive when it comes to your teams. If you had a team like the Phoenix Suns with Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Eric Gordon, you got all these shooters, all these scorers, all these all-star players, guys that have won 3-point shootout, 3-point contest, guys that competed in all-star games, scoring 182 points, almost 200 points in an all-star game. You got a head coach, Frank Vogel, got swept in the playoffs. Not one time since he's been swept have you heard his name come across coaches that should be fired. You heard Charles Barkley advocating for him, and that's why he's still in the league. Charles Barkley didn't advocate for Darvin Ham. That's why Frank Vogel is still in the league, because people advocate for him. Nick Nurse came in, brought the same result that you fired Doc Rivers for, saying that he squandered the MVP of the league in the playoffs. The same MVP from last season showed that he wasn't ready again for the playoffs again. Tobias Harris didn't show up for the playoffs again. Same way he was in LA. Didn't show up in the playoffs ever. And that's what y'all try to put on the coaches when they're black coaches. When it's the Negro coach, he can't coach when he has a player that doesn't want to give his 100% effort. And with Embiid being from Cameroon, we've been saying this for years. He needs to go to the hood, go down to the hood for one off season and play some pickup basketball and learn how to play basketball United States style with the way they treat you on the court. See, you looking at yourself like you're a foreign-born player making it to the NBA. They don't see you as that. They see you as another Negro who can't do anything but shut up and dribble. And as long as they can embarrass you year after year, and it's blatant that your footwork needs help, it's blatant that you rely too much upon the outside game, and the reason that is because you haven't gone to the hood and played some guys that can show you how to body up without all the flopping. Because once you hit the asphalt in the ghetto at a basketball court, guarantee you're never gonna want to hit the asphalt again. You never gonna want to flop. Once you feel a scrape on your palms, on your knees, on your hip, on your backside, and please don't fall backwards and hit that noggin on the asphalt. That's what you need. That's what a lot of these NBA players need when they come from overseas. They need to go to the hood and get bodied up by the old school cats that show them how not to flop, how to take a foul and play through it. Instead of sitting there, hey, he hit me and he impeded my shot. That's what he's supposed to do. He's a defender. He's not on your offensive team. He's supposed to be stopping you from scoring. That's why they give you 6 fouls in the pros, so you can foul out. You're supposed to try to stop the other team from scoring at least 5 straight times if you have the fouls. That's our philosophy. When you play against us, we beat you down. We don't care if you one of those, and I'm the prodigy, I'm the next greatest. Dude, we'll take you on the court and skin you. All comers. Check us out at DallasSportsTalkRadio.com. We're talking hashtag Luka Doncic. NBA on TV on TNT 2 nights ago, talking about how the OKC Thunder was going to make easy work of the Dallas Mavericks. And it's obvious they are on that fanfare about those young legs going to run you out the gym. And it's a possibility. But the Dallas Mavericks have some young legs too. Chuck, Dallas Mavericks got some young legs too. Big Diesel. And they have the ultimate weapon. Hashtag Luka Doncic. Subscribe, engage, like, connect with us on social media at Dallas Sport TA2. That's Dallas Sports TA2. Sports with an S. So Luka Doncic goes up to OKC to handle the Thunder. Now they made quick work of the New Orleans Pelicans, but the Pelicans were shorthanded. Zion out for the rest of the season, which everybody expected. The craziest thing about the Dallas Mavericks playoff run, season run, however you want to look at it, this is the longest our wizard, Dr. Drew, Uncle Drew Dallas, Kyrie Irving, has gone consecutive games. This is a blessing in disguise. This is what we used to tell people when you're looking at Rain Dakota Prescott out there on the football field, setting records. You're witnessing history in Dallas. And when you're witnessing history, it's hard to sit back and smell the roses. But this is one of the few times you need to listen to somebody outside of that negative connotation that you have surrounding you in these Dallas sports. Whoever telling you that Dak can't win, They don't watch 12 wins per season in 3 straight years. Now, he didn't get all 12 of those wins. Got Cooper Rush sprinkled in there a couple of times. But majority, the bulk of the heavy lifting is done by number 4, Rayne Dakota Prescott. So put some respect on his name. The same way you need to put some respect on Kyrie Irving's game. Uncle Drew Dallas made James Harden look like a G League player. This is the former MVP of the NBA. Everyone knew Kyrie Irving had the offensive skills. But when did Kyrie Irving become the pesky ball-on defender, picking you up 90 feet from basket to basket, causing turnovers, stripping you, stealing the ball, blocking your shot, taking you back the other way amongst 3 of your tallest players, reverse layup to the other side?